What's up, guys? This is Corey Margera here, about to do a PS3 collection. Just wanted to show off my PS3 a little bit. Yeah, it's not the launch model. It's actually the one that came out back in 2008. It's not like the Slim or the Super Slim or all that crap. I got this back in 2008, and yeah. Let me show you guys the controller. It's my favorite color. This is, of course, the DualShock 3. Yeah, basically like the PS2 controller. You got your D-pad. What I don't like about this controller, basically, is these fake triggers right here. Basically, it tries to be... They kind of tried to be like the 360 with the triggers, but it just doesn't work, Obviously, blue is my favorite color, so yeah. Of course, I got the black one that came with it. Alright, so now let's move the PS4 out of the way here for a second. I mean, they're just as good as the DualShock 2 controller, except that it has that annoying 6-axis, and of course the triggers are just not as good as like the 360 or even the PS4. PS4 actually has better triggers than this. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Got Metal Gear Rising, really great hack and slash game. Raiden is a true badass in this game. Unlike in Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, which he was basically like a little emo pretty boy bitch. In Metal Gear Solid 4 and in this game, he's fucking badass as shit. So for all the haters out there that say, "Oh man, we want the real Metal Gear Solid," fuck you. This game is awesome. Great hack and slash game. Great beat 'em up. It is short though. That's my only problem with the game. It is short, but it kicks ass. So yeah, if you're into hack and slash games, buy it. Devil May Cry 4. What else needs to be said? It's getting basically remade, well not remade, remastered for the PS4 with Virgil, Trish, and Lady as playable characters. Honestly, I'm not interested. I already beat this game numerous times, so that's basically all I have to say about that. Great game though. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. Great action, adventure, hack and slash game right here. And Nero is a fucking badass. I don't care what anyone says. Nero, yes, he's not as cool as Dante, but he is a fucking badass. He is fucking cool. And that Devil Bringer is real fucking badass too. Let's not forget about that. Zone of the Enders HD Collection. I got this game because I'm huge into like mechs and Gundam, and I used to play Armored Core a lot as well. So, and I never heard of this game during the PS2 era. Well, I heard of it, but I've never played it. So basically, when this game came out, I just said, oh, you know what, let me give the Zone of the Enders games a try. They're actually pretty fucking good. The controls are way easier than most Gundam games or Armored Core games anyway. The story, I haven't gotten too far into it yet in either one of them, but it's pretty good. It's kind of like an anime meets like a really cool mech. It's good. Trust me, it's real good so far. So I definitely recommend it. We kind of do need a Zone of the Enders 3, so fuck you, Konami, for not making one. Mortal Kombat 9, or Mortal Kombat 2011, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Great game. This is the game that really legitimately brought Mortal Kombat back. Deadly Alliance resurrected the series, but this is the game that actually made Mortal Kombat really, really popular again. A lot of people love it. I don't think anyone who's into fighting games hates this game. But if you are, then you do have bad taste. So go fuck yourself. And yes, the PS3 version is the best version because it has Kratos in it. If Xbox wanted to compete, they should have put fucking Marcus Phoenix in the game, or Master Chief or something like that. But yeah, as it stands, PS3 version is the better version of this game. Fact, not an opinion. Yes, this game will get a lot of hate because its roster is not as big as, the other games, most notably Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but it is still fucking awesome. Great gameplay. The game is a lot more balanced than fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was. The gameplay, it's a lot easier to play. It's a lot easier to pick up and play compared to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is another reason why I like this game better. The only thing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 really had going for it compared to this game was the roster. But yeah, this game is amazing. I love using Team Devil May Cry, Dante, Virgil, and Trish. This game is just all. If you're into Marvel vs. Capcom, get it. Enough said. Wolfenstein: The New Order. I haven't played a lot of this game yet, but I actually really want to get into it. I'm not a huge Wolfenstein fan. I'm much more of a Doom and Quake guy. But I really wanted to check this game out because from what I've seen, this game looks absolutely fucking awesome. The campaign looks really fucking awesome. And, it does have the Doom beta for Doom 4. But I don't know if it's going to be on the PS3 version due to the fact that the Doom 4 is going to be on the PS4 and Xbox One and PC. It's not going to be on the PS3, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, I've definitely got to play more of this game. This game looks fucking awesome. And yeah. That's it. Doom 3 BFG Edition. And yeah, I really wanted to get this game because I was a huge fan of Doom 3 back in the day. Now that I'm older, I can see the faults in the game. Pretty much, it did try to be too survival horror-ish. With the fucking always having to pull out your flashlight. That's fixed in this game, though. Checking your PDA and stuff like that, which is annoying as hell. It just plays too much like a survival horror. But this game also includes Resurrection of Evil and the expansion pack of which is the expansion pack of Doom 3. And it also includes Doom 1 and 2, so I definitely check it out. I love the demons in this game. The demons in Doom 3 are fucking badass as shit. Great game, definitely recommend it. I do prefer the old school Doom games though, especially due to the fast-paced nature and brutal gameplay. Blaze Blue, another great 2D fighter right here. If you're into Guilty Gear, you'll definitely enjoy this game, I'm pretty sure of it. One thing this game doesn't have that Guilty Gear has is that awesome heavy metal soundtrack. But Blaze Blue is a really good 2D anime fighting game. This is obviously the Calamity Trigger version. I think Jin is such. I love Jin's gameplay. What's his name? Ragna. He's pretty good too, but I just love playing as Jin in this game. He's like one of my favorite characters. But yeah, check it out if you're into 2D fighters, especially anime style 2D fighters. Split Second. Now I am, aside from Mario Kart, I'm not too into racing games, but this is an exception right here because this brings me back to the days of San Francisco Rush, Burnout, and all that good shit. So yeah, Split Second is just a really cool arcade style racer. Gameplay is really good. Car selection isn't that great, but again, you're going to be destroying these cars and just having. Some of the cars are cool, some of them are just it's one of the final I think it is the final game made by BlackRock Studio, which was also the studio that made another great game, which I no longer own, Pure, and of course Disney published it for the PS3 and the 360, which was a great ATV game, off-road racing game. And this game is just amazing. I love it. It's one of those great, if you want to play like a Mario Kart or like a good arcade racer like San Francisco Rush, the Cruising World games, Cruising Exotica, all that stuff, Burnout, then definitely give this game a go. It's really good. Splatterhouse. Really brutal game. Haven't beaten it yet. Still haven't beaten it yet. But it's, from what I've played of it so far, it is fucking really fucking awesome. Excellent soundtrack. The soundtrack is really good. It features a lot of great bands too. Not really into Five Finger Death Punch, but it does feature other bands. I think, wasn't Mastodon on this game? I forgot. But yeah, I think Mastodon. Yeah, Mastodon's on this game. Lamb of God's on this game. It has a really good soundtrack. So yeah, I'd definitely check it out if you're a metalhead. Really good game. Definitely check it out. Especially if you're into like beat 'em ups, hack and slash games. DuckTales. I played this game on the original NES when I was a kid, and you know, what can I say? It is a really cool 2D platformer right here. It's a really cool game. I have never beaten it though. Never, not when I was a kid, not now. But I really wanted to give it a shot because I was like, you know what? It brings me back to my childhood. Why the fuck not? I used to watch DuckTales as a kid anyway. Before I got into like other cartoons, animated shows, anime and all that. So yeah, wanted to give it a shot. It was on the PS3. I said, why the fuck not? I saw it for like a cheap price at GameStop, which I don't support GameStop, but you know, hey, they had it for a cheap price. I had a gift card, which I got. So yeah, definitely check it out. Especially if you're into 2D platformers. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Now this has to be my favorite 3D Castlevania game along with Curse of Darkness, but I think I like this game better because the gameplay is much, much more fluid. It plays a lot like God of War. As a matter of fact, I would argue in some ways it's kind of better than God of War. The developer is Mercury Stream. Obviously it's published by Capcom. But I really love this game. I love the art style in this game too. The art style is much better than the first game. Which, in the first game, it had that medieval crap. It tried to be too medieval. And, you know, that just didn't work for me. I like this game better. It's much more of a gothic, you know, more vampire-ish. It's just got a better look. Better atmosphere. Graphics are great. You know, it's a great hack and slash game. I definitely recommend it. You know, if you're into the old school Castlevania games, you might be a little disappointed with this game. But if you are into God of War, Devil May Cry, and games like that, I would check it out. I'd give it a shot. It's worth it. And it is much better than the first game. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. Now this is a really good one here. This has a lot of great games right here. This game has, you know, the first 4 Sonics, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. It has the Streets of Rage games. It has Vector Man 1 and 2. It has a lot of RPGs like the Phantasy Star games and stuff like that. I mean, if you're really into like Sega, old school Sega Genesis games like Golden Axe and stuff like that, this is a must own. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't own this game if you're huge into that stuff, but definitely check it out. It's a really kick-ass game. A lot of great collections. It's just a great package with this. And it's cheap, too. You can't argue with cheap. GoldenEye Reloaded. This was just... I haven't beaten this game, so I can't completely judge it, but the reason I got it was obviously because it was a remaster of GoldenEye for the N64, and how could I pass up on an opportunity like that? You know, hey, it's for PS3, it's got better graphics, and it reminds me of my childhood when I used to play a lot of GoldenEye, so why the fuck not get it? Gameplay is pretty good. You know, this is where it all began, and it all returns, so... Still haven't played much of it, but from what I have played, it's actually really fucking awesome. It's a little different from the original GoldenEye from the N64 though, so I don't know why people would call it like a remake. It's kind of, I don't know, but it is good for what it is. It's a good game, great game. Just have to play it some more to fully judge it. Super Street Fighter 4. This is a really good game. Great 2D fighter right here. Well, 2.5D fighter right here. You know, if you like Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 9, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, then you're going to love this game. Great 2.5D fighter. And I like how these types of games are making a comeback. You know, that 2.5D is just a great gameplay style. You know, you got good graphics, but at the same time you get that 2D gameplay. And, you know, this has an amazing roster as well. I got the Super version. I know the Ultra version has even more, but I didn't feel like supporting Capcom again. I already said, fuck it, I got the Super version, so, you know, I get to play as Seth, I get to play as Akuma, I get to play as Fei Long, and get to play as some of my favorite characters in the series. So I said, fuck it, you know what, this is good enough for me. Fuck you, Capcom, for trying to milk the fans way too much. Best modern Sonic game so far. Period. This game is amazing. Well, not amazing, but it's amazing. It's really good. If you're a fan of like a good 3D Sonic game, I would recommend this. You know, classic Sonic is good too for the nostalgia fans. But yeah, I love Roger Craig Smith's voice as Sonic. He does a great job. So yeah, this is a really good game right here. Definitely check it out if you're a Sonic fan. Resistance 3. I love this game. Excellent, excellent first-person shooter. You know, the weapon wheel is back. You know, you got the variety of weapons. Some of my personal favorites like the auger, the bullseye, that really badass magnum that you shoot shit and explodes from Resistance 2. You know, the Chimera is so fucking brutal. This takes place after Resistance 2, but Nathan Hale is no longer the main character. It's some guy who's trying to save his family, but I keep forgetting his name. But great game. Great game. The Chimera fucking badass. I love the Chimera in the Resistance series. They're just so fucking gnarly. Brutal fucking sick creatures they are, man. Great game. Great game. Definitely pick it up if you are a fan of good first-person shooters. God of War 3, great game. Kind of easy, way easier than the other God of War games. You know, Kratos, I don't want to spoiler alert. Well, I'm not going to tell you this spoiler. But, yeah, this game is really short compared to the other God of War games, but it is a great game. Great hack and slash game, real brutal, great graphics. And, yeah, if you like God of War, get it. God of War Ascension. I haven't played too much of this game, honestly, but from what I've played, it is fucking awesome. The camera is kind of annoying in this game, but it is really good nonetheless. So yeah, if you're a fan of God of War, check it out. I actually have to start playing this game again because I kind of took a break from it, but great hack and slash game. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Resistance 2, definitely the most underrated game in the series because it only has 2 weapons like Call of Duty, but definitely an excellent shooter nonetheless. Excellent campaign mode. Online isn't that great, but you know, campaign is excellent. So I definitely recommend it just for the campaign. You know, it is just really a really immersed game. You know, if you're a fan of like sci-fi, horror and stuff like that, get it. It's just such a really good, fun to play single player experience. Excellent weapons. I love the Resistance games, especially this one and Resistance 3. So definitely check it out. Batman Arkham City, of course. What else needs to be said? This game is fucking awesome. You know, I think this is like the final game where Mark Hamill does the voice of the Joker. Nonetheless, get it. Excellent Batman game. I really wish they would make this an animated movie, honestly. But this is a great game. But this is the type of Batman storyline I want to see. Not this shitty Christopher Nolan crap. This overrated Dark Knight trilogy. Great game. Get it. Underrated game right here. Excellent game. Well, it does kind of get a little repetitive in some of the later levels, but I just love Anti-Venom. That's the main reason I got this game, because I heard Anti-Venom was in it, and I really wanted to get it. That's Spider-Man Edge of Time. Pretty cool action-adventure Spider-Man game. It's not a free roaming game, so if you're into like Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man and games like that, then this ain't the game for you. But it's still a great game. Check it out. Sonic All-Stars Racing. Haven't played too much of this game, honestly. I wanted to get it because I heard it was like Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, which I love a good kart racer, so that made me want to get this game. Kind of want to play the first game now after playing this one a little bit. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Haven't played too much of it, so I can't really comment that much, but I gotta give it another go. WWE 13, cool wrestling game. This is the game that actually got me back into the series, because I took a break from it after that god-awful SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. That game fucking sucked. It was terrible. Awful. Awful. Just awful. This game is really good. If you're a fan of the Attitude Era, get it. And yeah, it's fucking awesome. Great game. It's not SmackDown. WWE 2K14, great game. I actually like it a little better than WWE 13, to be honest with you. It's just because the roster is amazing. Like, if you unlock the entire roster with the 30 years of WrestleMania, this game is the shit. Excellent, excellent roster. Not as good as Here Comes the Pain, but really good. And the character creations on online are really good too. They made, like, some guy made a really cool Rob Van Dam, really cool Kurt Angle. So this is a great game. Definitely check it out if you're a wrestling fan, and if you own a PS3 or 4, or not 4, Xbox 360. Yeah, great game. Overrated. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. Great game right here. Excellent old school arena shooter right here. Old school Unreal Tournament right here. I used to play a lot of UT 99, and you know, this game is just really cool. I'm not a PC gamer, but you know, I really kind of loved watching some of the matches that this game had to offer. This and Quake 3 had some really cool fucking frag fest, and you know, this was just a really good game. I still go back and play it from time to time. A lot of great weapons. The maps aren't that great though. Could use better maps, but great game. Great game. Great shooter. The graphics still hold up to this day too. I don't care what anyone says. People say, oh, the graphics aren't that good compared to Call of Duty and Killzone and all that. Shut up. They're still good. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Needless to say, this game is very underrated. I used to hate Call of Duty, but I gotta be honest with you, I like Call of Duty now, and I also enjoy Black Ops 2. I played Black Ops 2 at a cousin's house, and I have to say, I like Call of Duty now. I really don't see why it's hated. I do see why it's overrated. It is overrated, but I do enjoy the games. You know, they're great games to play online or offline with bots, and both of these games have some pretty damn good single-player campaign modes as well, which is something I never would have expected from a Call of Duty game, because usually people only talk about the online and all that crap. But I mean, these are actually pretty solid games right here. You know, even people who aren't Call of Duty fans could probably get into them. But you know, that's just me, and that's just how I feel. But yeah, guys, that is my PS3 collection. I hope you enjoyed, and later.